Oh. Evening, everyone. Oh, right. Are we all good to go? Are we all good to go? Hello, hello. How are we good? Are we good? We are good. We are good. Good afternoon to the babysitter. Hello. How's everyone doing? Oh, pit lane is open. Green lights. Away we go. Away we go. She will be at some point. Yeah, she's literally right down here. Hello. I've got dancing fruit set up on the laptop for her. I'm a little bit more prepared, so hopefully, fingers crossed, she's good in this last wake window. She's been fed. So, yeah, happy as Larry right now. We'll see how long that lasts for. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. As always, I appreciate you guys for being so patient in FP1. Obviously, with me on daddy duties right now. The missus has gone out to a concert. Nice bank holiday weekend, and as practice is a little bit more chilled, I said, of course, I can look after her as I'm a good dad. I'm a good dad. So yeah, no, I hope you guys are good. You didn't really miss much in FP1 if you're just tuning in. It was an unrepresentative session. I did watch back the highlights because I realised how much I actually missed. Missed drivers going very close to the walls. We saw a few lockups, as is to be expected at Saudi, as the drivers are trying to find the limit, of course, on setups and so forth. But this is now the one, similar to Bahrain, it is kind of the one and only representative session that we have throughout the duration of the weekend. So this is a very important session right now for the teams. I mean, we saw 50 degrees track temperature earlier in FP1. We're not going to be racing in that. We're going to be racing in the evening like we are here in FP2, which is 37 degrees. So, yeah. So, yeah, if there's some baby noises off screen, that's because she's literally just down here to my right, hence why I'm a bit angled this way. Keeping an eye on her. And, of course, she will be making an appearance at some point as well. So, but yeah, guys, apologies if Nightbot does time you out or delete your message. It is because there is... we're just trying to keep the chat a little bit more civilised, try and keep it as clean as possible as the community has grown here and the stream has grown, which is brilliant. We still want to keep it a nice place and a respectful place for everyone to discuss F1s. Just limit your caps usage, limit your emoji usage, emotes usage, and it'll be fine. So it does make your job easier, Taco, yes. So hopefully you only need to be told once, and then yeah, that'll be the case. So did baby Stuffeyy sleep after FP1? She did indeed, yes. Yeah, she got a nice little nap in, and then I just fed her. She had a nice... What did she have? She had like puree type stuff, was it? Like what 6-month-olds have. It was like meatballs and... Oh, God, she looks like she's doing a poo right now. That was your tensing face. Don't do that to me right now. Don't do that to me right now. She probably tenses up. She just stops everything and goes... It's fine. She relaxed. She relaxed very quickly. What's my best time for a for a diaper change pit stop? That was earlier on, I think. I think it was like 20 seconds. It was very, very quick. So, yeah. It's a great place to be, very nice way to express correct opinions, such as Lance Stroll was king. And we'll race here at Jeddah. Well, if Aramco, the title sponsors, have anything to do with it at Saudi, then yeah, unscheduled pit stop it was indeed. Hey, Joel, how's it going? Thanks, Murray. Yeah, no, I like to be as hands-on as possible. Hey, you're okay. Come on, stop making a fuss. You can go on camera in a bit, okay? Look at dancing fruit. Yeah. Look at dancing fruit. Because this is the one representative session this weekend, Mila. So please let me just focus a little bit more on F1 this session. But yeah, no, she'll be on stream she'll be on stream soon. What's dancing fruit, Mr. D? Oh, Can tell you don't have kids. Dancing fruit is a lifesaver. Anyone who has kids in the chat, you'll know what dancing fruit is, won't you? We only really put it on when absolutely necessary, like to properly calm her down. It's literally the clues in the name: dancing fruit with a bit of music. As Max Verstappen jumps to the top of the timing sheet to 29.896 medium compound tyres. So we are expecting some soft tyres to be put on within kind of the last half hour, last 20 minutes. So yeah. Just to make sure you don't get a nappy, that nappy too. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh. Mummy has pit stop. Loving stuff. Yeah. Who is fastest FP1? Pierre Gasly, which interestingly they said was the first time Lando Norris hasn't led FP1. So yeah, that was quite an interesting stat, to be honest with you. Tsunoda goes up into P2, 3 and a bit, just under 4 tenths slower than Max. He was only. Hey, what's up? There's the chew toy. There we go. There you go. She hears Dad talking. Do you know what? Actually, I ended the stream. I ended the FP1 stream, and she was dead quiet, silent. I was like, "You're taking the absolute mick right now. You're taking the absolute mick." Playing up to the camera, you know. What was I saying about FP1? Yeah, Lando's about to go fastest over here. You can see purple in the first and second sector. But, yeah, Tsunoda wasn't that far behind. He was only like a couple of thousandths, I think it was, or hundredths behind Max Verstappen. We'll see whether or not that's because of the actual setup of Max, whether he's still genuinely struggling with that car or not. I did see a breakdown of the actual laps, though, of Pierre Gasly, which was a very good lap. But Lando had battery saving mode on. He was clipping at the end of the straights. So yeah, lots still to be, lots still to come from the performance of the McLaren, as to be expected, as they've just shattered Max Verstappen's time there of a 29.89. So thank you, Anne. Thank you. Let's see. She'll be up soon. Given I'll grab her up in a little bit. She's got a little way to go yet, so. I'm English. Have you forgotten the brandy dip pacifier? Well, we don't actually have any issues with her getting to sleep, so. And genuinely, she's pretty good. So. What's happened with Piastri? Are the upgrades working or not? So yeah, I still wasn't able to ascertain who's got upgrades here this weekend. I saw that there were. Okay. You're making an appearance sooner rather than later, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're going to be good. Oh, little donk on the head with the microphone. There we go. Right, don't go throwing up on me. Or you. There she is. Getting all fussy. What was I saying? I'm losing my train of thought. You're breaking my train of thought, Mila. I do apologise, guys. Yeah, I wasn't able to see who's got upgrades. I saw that there were some track-specific upgrades from teams, but I didn't see the exact nature of them. So I do apologise that, guys. I'll try and find out tomorrow for you. You can probably find out on the FIA website, I think, or some journalists. But no, this is just practice. See on. Qualifying is this time tomorrow. So tune in exactly the same time tomorrow and we'll be in qualifying. So getting the co-host trained early, yeah. Hey! She's like, who are you talking to? Hey! Why is Hamilton so slow at the moment? He's clearly running what seems to be probably more fuel because he's quite slow in sector 3, which a lot is full. Where a lot of it is DRS activating and full throttle. So there's a yellow. There's a yellow in sector 1, turn 1. It's Lance Stroll. It's Lance Stroll's gone off at turn 1. What's happened here? Lance Stroll, he crashed here last year into turn 22. I know, Mila. Lance Stroll's gone off. Look. Lance Stroll's gone off. Oh, no, he's got going again. He's got going. He definitely had an off. He definitely had an off. Oh, no. What's he done? What's he done? Come on, let's see what Lance Stroll did. What's new? What's he done? I mean, he definitely had an off or a spin or something. Or I mean, we see lots of lockups into turn 1. We saw a few earlier on today. However, we don't often see drivers come to a standstill at turn 1. So I think he was behind. There's an Aston Martin here on the TV coverage behind us. Lance Stroll. No, he just got himself in a pickle. Lance Stroll just got himself in a pickle and was like spinning round and not sure what to do with himself, to be honest with you. He reversed up. Yeah, casually doing a 3-point turn at turn 1. So just a standard lockup. But Lance Stroll went long, and then he was trying to find a suitable time to rejoin. I know. Why are you... Where's your dummy? There we go. There we go. Dummy. There we go. That should keep you occupied for a boy. So... She was quiet when Stroll crashed. A sign. So just watching the onboard of Lance Stroll. What did he do? Oh my God. He actually... Oh my goodness. He actually spun the car under braking. The rear of the car went... And he did a 360 before he even... So it wasn't a lockup. That's almost like you've got too much rear brake bias and the rear end just comes round on you. Oh, incident involving Hamilton and Albon noted for impeding. There we go. Take the dummy. You know you want the dummy. There we go. Alex Albon. Oh, Lewis Hamilton noted for impeding. Oh, that's very close between Albon and Lewis Hamilton. No wonder that's been noted. That was a dangerous place for Lewis Hamilton to get caught out there by Alex Albon. Ooh. Where's the... Grab this laptop so you can actually see dancing through. Look. That down there. That down there. Hamilton on a quick lap. Yeah, 29.9. Not too bad, but not great. I mean, that's still a good 4 tenths off of his teammate. Oscar Piastri's going fast, though, through the first sector. Purple for him there. I mean, this is only on the mediums, FYI. The track is going to get quicker and quicker throughout this weekend as more rubber is laid down with F2 and obviously the drivers in the F1 cars. So, yeah, the medium, as the track cools as well, you would expect that the temperatures would decrease lap time. Tsunoda has pipped Lewis Hamilton, though. But Lewis, is he just focusing on kind of long runs and trying to dial in a setup rather than actual single lap pace? We'll see. But yeah, FP1 wasn't a good kind of indicator if you're just going solely on lap time. George Russell down there in P19 as well. Nothing crazy, just Lance Stroll spinning the car, as to be expected. So, oh, it's the baby. My bad. Harsh, Craig, harsh. Look at that, 1,000th of a second separating Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris right now. There we go. Take the dummy. There we go. Thank you, Gibbon. Thank you. She's never normally this vocal as well. She's playing up to the camera. Just like her dad. Pierre Gasly up into P6. Can he be best of the rest after topping FP1? You do suspect. George Russell, I expect a strong performance from him here this weekend. P6. Of course, this is on the mediums. So if you're unaware, guys, that's just a squeaking toy if you're wondering what that is. If you're just wondering, why is my stream health poor? Why is it saying poor? Ah, that's okay. We're okay. No one's having issues with the stream, are they? Is the stream okay? Get her into karting. Too expensive. Bit outside my budget. Sound effects to go in my comments. Hamilton and Albon will be investigated after the session. Ooh, we have seen penalties before for impeding in practice. Albon just pips his teammate there into P7 on the hard compound tyre. But yes, sorry guys, talking about the tyres here this weekend. If you missed FP1, Saudi, Pirelli have brought a step softer in compounds than what they did last year here at Saudi. So we're using the softest compounds available to us, other than the C6, which is a special tyre, which is only going to be used at primarily street circuits. We are going to see it in Imola, however. So we've got the C5 as the soft, we've got the C4 as the medium, and we've got the C3 as the hard compound. So, yeah. Stream is fine. Cool. Just realised we hit 40k subs. Thank you, Murray. Yeah, we hit that last week. Big thank you. Push on now to 45k. A big thank you to everyone who tuned in earlier and subbed as well if you're new to the channel. Big thank you. So, who is my most devoted subscriber? Oh, there's too many of you that are devoted. I just appreciate everyone who's tuning in, as always. I know there's a number of you. As I said, even if you don't say hello in the chat or you don't speak in the chat, I'm generally someone, when I view streams and stuff, I just sit back and I enjoy the streams. I don't get involved with chatting. I appreciate you coming back nonetheless. And thank you for enjoying the content. So, we only got baby streams today, by the way, guys. Baby, the missus will be looking after her tomorrow. So, Norris fastest in the first sector there. So he's improving. I know. You're supposed to chew the soft bit of the dummy, not the whole of it. Honestly. Norris fastest in the middle sector as well. How about Piastri? Can he respond to that? No, 2 temps down, interestingly. So Norris has gone well here in the past. Oh, Lawson's the first driver out on the softs. Interesting. He's not waiting around. You're enjoying the baby stream, yeah. Will the hards be used on Sunday and will they work unlike Bahrain where they didn't? It's a fair question. It's a fair point. I suspect they will be because we're a step softer. I think they will be. Last year, so they would have been the medium tyre last year, and the medium was used. Oh, Norris had a bit of a slow last sector, didn't he? I know, Norris had a slow last sector there. Piastri didn't go purple in either the first or second sector, and he ended up going fastest there. So what did Norris do? He was 6 tenths. Excuse me, people have eardrums that they need to look after. Why are you so loud? Sorry. Norris, what did he do in the last corner? Norris just didn't... Norris just purposely backed out of that lap there. That's very odd. I'm just watching it on the TV, and he decided not... Did he hit the wall? I'm not sure if he hit the wall or not on the last corner, but Norris purposely backed out of... He seemed to have a good last corner, but he purposely backed out of it. Of course he did. I know, Taco, right? I know. As Leclerc. Ooh, go on, Leclerc. Putting it fastest to 29.0. This is on the mediums, of course. This is on the mediums. What? Why are you throwing stuff now? Trust me, I've got all the toys here. Oi, Jewel, gifting 5 memberships. Thank you very much, Jewel. Thank you. Welcome to the pit crew, everyone. Thank you. Say thank you to Jewel. Mila, say thank you to Jewel. Come on, say thank you. Say thank you. Thank you, Jewel. Yes, more members to the pit crew. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Liam Lawson's lap on the soft was only 5 tenths. Was 5 tenths slower than that of Charles Leclerc. So not particularly great there. Yes, welcome those who have been kindly gifted a membership for Jewel. By Jewel. So thank you. Hey Void, good to see you. Welcome everyone. Can you like rest easy now? I'm just gonna put her down now, guys. Hang on. She's causing a lot of fuss right now. Just because you just want to like... I don't know what you want right now. Yeah, it's a bit dancing fruit. There we go. But yeah, no, thank you guys. Thank you, Jewel, for that. So drivers in the pits now. Drivers in the pits. So interesting, Charles went up there into first, the 29.0 flats. Lando did back out of his lap, though. He went fastest. He still owns, even though Charles Leclerc went fastest there, Norris still owns the fastest first and second sector. What is going on with you? What's up? What's up? Hey. There we go. You like that better, didn't you? There we go. It's the best commentary ever. You don't get this on other watch-along channels. And the cats decided to join in now as well. It's a whole family affair. Oh, God. Chaos. Absolute chaos. Where are you? There we go. There's the cat. Might as well grab her up as well. You don't get this on other watch-along streams. She's down at my side, meowing at me. Oh, God. I guess sometimes you need stuff to brighten up the practice sessions, don't you guys? So, just need the missus in shot and got the whole family. I know, I won't have that. She's out. That hence why little one's here. But yeah. Oh, dear. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Right, dear. Can I actually talk about F1? Jesus. Right, Russell out on softs. Good man. Russell out on softs. This is what we want to see. Push laps. Is he going to get a clean lap, though? That's what we're hoping for. He's got a long way to go before he makes it round to the start-finish line. So Tsunoda showing dominance by beating Lawson's soft tyre lap with 7-lap-old mediums. Yeah, well, I mean, look, it's very different now, obviously. Tsunoda now has got a bit more of a handle on that Red Bull car. Good performance from him in Bahrain. Although very fortunate to get away with a penalty, to be honest with you, on Carlos Sainz. I feel like that did deserve a penalty. He lost control of the car there and he made contact with Sainz and gave him damage in his side pod. I felt like that deserved a penalty. Very fortunate to get away with that, just in my personal opinion. But right, looks like Russell is going to get a clean lap here. Good boy. Carlos Sainz out there on the softs as well. This is quite early, by the way, guys. It's quite early for push laps. Normally, we don't see this until like the last 20 minutes. So maybe Mercedes just want to get some early push laps in, and then they want to try maybe focus on some long runs or on the other tyres. So look at the gap from first to 10th. I know, 7 tenths is the only gap. So yeah, not much difference there at all. Doubt he keep trying, Stuffeyy. But right, here we go. So, George Russell, how is he in that first sector? I've got the sector times up, and we'll see how he is relative to everyone else. Expect him to go quicker than Charles Leclerc's 29.0. That is kind of to be expected, as Russell sets a first sector of only a 32.4. That's the same. That's the same as Charles Leclerc's. That's literally the same as Charles Leclerc's. So that is slow. That's not quick. So maybe these soft compound tyres requiring an extra lap of warm-up? Or he's not got his engine mode turned up. We'll see. But he's fastest in the middle sector. So yeah, getting quicker now as maybe the soft tyres start to come into that temperature window. And let's see how he gets on. DRS is open, as you can see there with the indicator. 329 kilometers an hour is what he peaked at there as he headed into the braking zone just before turn 27, the last corner. Around the last corner here, and then DRS open again. Crosses the start-finish line at 300 kilometers an hour. And it's only 0.03 of a second quicker than Charles Leclerc on the mediums. I wonder if he'll stay out there and go for another run, recharge the battery and go for another run. I wonder if that's what they'll do. We'll potentially see that. Who is on a flyer at the moment? We've got lots of... so Sainz is the next one to start a flying lap. We'll see how he gets on. Of course, he had a good showing in Bahrain last weekend. It's a shame his race ended the way it did. Of course, the damage from Tsunoda, which really put him out of the race, and he got a penalty from Antonelli and stuff for like I think that was when he was trying to force the issue with damage and things. But we'll see how he gets on and see if he can, of course, miss this race last year with that appendicitis, having that appendix removed, and Behrman stepping in for him. So let's see if Sainz can put a decent lap in here. And well, that is second fastest. Second fastest for Sainz there in the first sector. That's quicker than George Russell's. You're talking only hundredths of a second, but that's very intriguing by the Mercedes-powered Williams. How will it fare in the middle sector? Max Verstappen on softs as well. I think Albon had a mistake or has been held up by traffic, so Ocon's bowed out of his lap, unfortunately. Carlos Sainz, third fastest in the middle sector, so a 10th off of George Russell in the second sector, so George Russell is ahead of him. And we'll see. What is his peak as he headed down? Missed his peak down into turn 27. What's his peak as he hits across the start-finish line? Has he reached the 300 kilometers an hour, as did George Russell? He does indeed. He actually has a higher top speed, and well, that's indicated there by him jumping to the top of the standings. And he had a slightly quicker last sector than George Russell. So yes, that Williams, he got a much better exit potentially than George Russell out of that last corner. There's Lance Stroll's on a lap as well, but this is not quick. 14th fastest in the first sector, 16th fastest in the second. Already had a big spin as he went down into turn 1. Can Leclerc carry this pace into qualifying, and why is there such a discrepancy between Hamilton and Leclerc? Many reasons, as Verstappen goes fastest in the first sector. There could be many reasons. Fuel, setup, don't know yet. I don't think I've really seen Hamilton do a push lap. We'll see as he gets on in this session. Verstappen, we'll keep an eye on him though, heading through that middle sector right now. DRS open as he heads into the fast turn 22 and 23 section. Fastest in the middle sector as well, 28.0. He's up on George Russell, that's for sure. He's 3/10 up on George Russell in the first sector. So this could be the quickest time we've seen thus far. Yeah, I know. Max is cooking right now, Mila. Okay, Max is cooking. See how he gets on, yeah? For the last corner. No, don't cry. Good. What's he done? Oh, a 28.5. 4/10 on George Russell and pretty much 4/10 on Sainz as well. That's interesting. Piastri's now come out on softs. We're still yet to see Lando Norris as well. Hadjar is to be the most promising rookie. I'd say Bortoletto, but he's having faster times. Flintstone in the car around. Yeah. Yeah, Bortoletto just has to focus on Hulkenberg, to be honest with you. Right, Albon had to bail out of his lap, so we'll see if he decides to go again. That may benefit him if he goes for a second warm-up lap. Anyone else pushing right now? Behrman's pushing out the last corner. We'll see how he gets on. Looks quite slow, though. Much better middle sector, but slow first sector. And, yeah, so he's in the top 10 in the middle sector, Behrman, but his first and last sectors are not very good. Of course, raced here last year in the Ferrari. Good. I'm trying to watch the push laps. Oh. Is that where you want to be? You want to be able to see everything. Did you name her after your washing machine? No. Right, Oscar Piastri is about to start his lap. We'll keep an eye on him, of course, the first McLaren driver to set a time on the softs. None of the Ferrari drivers have set laps yet. It looks like the Ferrari drivers are doing 2 out laps, which is interesting. Okay, come on. I want to keep an eye on Oscar Piastri. Come on. There we go. Where'd you chuck that giraffe? Right. Why is Bortoletto not out yet? I'm not entirely sure. I haven't heard anything yet in relation. He's obviously got an issue. Her name's Mila. Right, let's keep an eye on Piastri right now. So Piastri, 32.2 in the first sector. So slightly off of Max Verstappen in that first sector. Interesting. That first sector is going to be so... If you don't get your tyres prepped, I feel like, you're going to suffer in that first sector because that's where you really need that grip. Of course, you're flat out for a number of those corners there. It's where the downforce is most necessary. Oh, what's that? Dancing fruit. Calm her down, she wants your attention. I've tried. Piastri fastest in the middle sector though, so yeah, as the lap builds on, you definitely get heat into those tyres, and well, you're only talking literally 4 thousandths of a second difference between Piastri and Verstappen in that middle sector right now. Of course, we still don't know fuel loads, energy, and things like that, battery deployment, but wow, that last sector, he's just dunked pretty much 2 temps on Verstappen in that last sector there. That was intriguing. Hulkenberg, by the way, into P6. How about Hamilton? So Hamilton and the Ferraris are now pushing. But wow, Hamilton is slow in that first sector. We saw that last year for Hamilton in the Mercedes. He just did not have the confidence in that Mercedes to go full throttle when it mattered in that first sector. And well, similarly, we may be seeing the same thing here. You can see there, 32.6, that's 10th fastest in the first sector. Second sector's better. He's on par with Charles Leclerc, but he's already down. I think Charles Leclerc's been caught by... I think Charles Leclerc caught traffic there. I think he caught Norris. So he has bowed out of his lap, unfortunately. As, yeah, Hamilton only goes... Wow, 10th fastest. Hamilton in 10th fastest. He does not have confidence in that car right now. He does not have confidence. He's 13th fastest in the last sector. Lewis, man, what are you doing? Lewis. Not good. Not good for if you're a Lewis Hamilton fan, which, yes, I am. So, yeah. As Hadjar's reported, yeah, sorry, I had a bad hit on the exit of turn 4. Checked the floor. So, yeah, Hadjar reporting that he had a bit of a fair whack there. I mean, he's currently literally, I think he's a 10th up on his teammate Liam Lawson at the moment. So Lewis doesn't suit this era of cars. Yeah, do you know what? I agree. I think the problem for Lewis is that he started on a very, very bad footing, didn't he, with the W13, and he's never had confidence in this regulation set since then. So I guess expecting him to really hit the ground running with Ferrari, considering this set of regs that he struggled with so poorly, is very optimistic, to say the least. And as Lando Norris goes fastest out of anyone in the first sector, he's turned his tyres on. So, see how he gets on here. Navigate his way through Hamilton and Doohan, it seems. He has a bit of traffic ahead of him, though, but he should be able to clear them without trouble. Lewis doing the opposite. Terrible FP1 and 2, and then this time FP3 and quali, he'll be bang on. You hope so, as Gasly goes up into P6. Of course, topped FP1 earlier on, so he's looking to continue some good form that he had in Bahrain. He's third fastest there, Norris. You're talking hundredths of a second separating the top 3 there, which is Piastri, Verstappen and Norris, as Tsunoda goes up into 4th. Half a second back from Piastri, 4 tenths off of his teammate. As Norris, let's see how he gets on through the last corner. He bowed out of his lap last time on the mediums, which was purple in the first and second sector. He's only purple in the first here, and he goes fastest. Nearly a tenth quicker than Oscar Piastri. And, well, that was a good few hundredths down on Piastri in the last sector as well. So potentially George Russell in the way could have hampered him. Lewis never likes confined tracks. Trusting a car is important after winning 100. Well, yeah, I mean, look, last season, that Mercedes, if you watch the onboards, George nor Lewis could go full throttle through the first sector, whereas others could. And maybe that's still hanging over Lewis's head. I will check for tomorrow the throttle inputs of Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton to see exactly how they are taking that first sector. I mean, maybe, can we check it now? We can kind of check this now. I mean, this is their throttle inputs, but they're in the pit lane at the moment. The next time they go out, we'll check this. We'll check this, and we'll keep an eye on Lewis and Leclerc and see if they're going full throttle through this sector on push laps. But more often than not, if they're losing time in that first sector, which Lewis is, he probably isn't. So, why are you? What's up? Oh. Yeah, I think he'll be a lot more positive in the next regulations because they're slightly smaller, slightly lighter, and it may make a big difference to how the cars feel. So, apparently Lewis is still very motivated, Core. That's the difference, and I think that's the thing. I think he is still really motivated, but what team driver does Little One support? She hasn't decided yet. In your opinion, Mal, this era of F1 is much more about adapting to the car than adapting the car to the driver. I think that's why sim racers are having better success. I mean, having more experience could maybe actually be a detriment to you in this era of F1. You know, like when you've had experience of dealing with more lighter, nimble cars, and that's what you like to drive. And then Piastri and others, as an example, who have come in at the tail end of the last set of regs or have come in at this set of regs, it's all they know. So they don't really have anything to kind of compare to. Mila. Where's the other one gone? Oh. You want back up, yeah? There we go. You want upsies like this? Yeah, you want upsies like this? There we go. What has me excited most for 26 season, the unpredictability nature of it, and hopefully we get teams, more than one team involved. So, what's up? This is my stream. You can't push me out of the way. You can stay down there. There we go. Hold on to that. Let one be able to qualify Stroll soon, yeah. She's not happy. She's like, why are you not giving me attention? Trying to find out what other... Is anyone else on a fast lap yet? So Hamilton is still out on that set of softs. Slower in that first sector that time around as well. Bloody missed it, didn't we? Can we keep an eye on Charles Leclerc? Let's keep an eye on Charles Leclerc. He's going to be going through here. So keep an eye on his throttle inputs. Can he go full throttle through here at any point? Doesn't look like it, does it? No, he's not going full throttle through there. What is going on? Why are you fussing so much? You're okay. You're okay. There you go. Would have thought by now, Mr. Scott, you'd be into. I know some words. How has Hamilton done when he's won a sprint race? No, he's not. He's not done. But the thing is with Hamilton is that he can. I mean, he improved in the last sector there, but that improvement was only up into P13. The problem he has at the moment is that Lewis can lose confidence very quickly, and then that translates to his performance, a lack of performance. As Charles Leclerc is improving, by the way, on a set of used tyres. So, I don't know, maybe they're running still different setups and they're trying to gather data. I don't know. But Charles Leclerc moves up into P4 while Lewis is down in 13th. And it's not a very good look, even though it is practice. So, besides you and me, Hammy, I don't know, to be honest, Etta. What is up? What is up? Hey? What is up? We ain't got long. We've got 20 minutes. Right. Guys, bear with me. I'll be 5 minutes. I'm going to make her a bottle of milk. Bear with me, and it'll keep her quiet for the last 20 minutes. Yeah, I know you're going to be fine. Come on. Just wanted food. Just wanted food. Just like her mum. Oh, was that even 5 minutes? Don't know if that was 5 minutes. That was also a record time of making a bottle as well. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for tuning in, by the way. Oh, there she is, George. Can't escape anything. She's always there. She's always watching. She's always watching, guys. I suppose I can probably turn off Dancing Fruit right now. Oh, what did I miss? Right. I don't even know what I've been saying this last 40 minutes, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Right, let's have a check through. So Lando Norris is currently the fastest. Oh, he did set a quicker time, Lando. He went even quicker than Piastri on a second run on the softs. That's interesting. So I do wonder if the tyre warm-up here is a bit of an issue. And I wonder if tomorrow in quali we will see potentially a second outlap here. As Oscar Piastri aborted the lap as he touched the wall with his front left. Ooh, drivers obviously exploring the limits here at Saudi. Could that play a factor tomorrow? Potentially. So, show is starting now. Enjoy, George. Enjoy. As Albon also reporting he skimmed the wall as well. So, lots of drivers touching the wall. Of course, these are the largest, widest F1 cars in history. So, yeah, no surprise, really. Even though they're the largest, they're some of the fastest cars in F1 history as well. Oh, my goodness, Antonelli. Oh, my God. He had a snap of oversteer mid-corner out of the last corner on Throttle. Oh, my goodness. How did he end up with that damage? He really hit the wall there. He almost did a Max Verstappen on his last lap. Remember, the lap that never was? Oh, my goodness. Very fortunate there. He hit side-on impact. So, yeah, very fortunate Kimi Antonelli there. But drivers pushing the limits through this Jeddah circuit. But, yeah, Norris did set a quicker lap time than Piastri. We won't know. So, Piastri was looking at his sector times. He wouldn't have gone quicker than Norris anyway. Norris has actually broken the 28-second barrier in the first and in the middle sector. Piastri was still slower than Norris by 2 tenths in the first sector, so he wasn't improving there. Kimi with all his track limits last race, oof, he's going to make me nervous. I just got a feeling a rookie is going to bring out a red flag on Sunday. Just got a feeling. So, does anyone know the temperature in the car for the drivers? I don't actually. That's a good question, Luana. That's a very good question. I'm not sure. Considerably hotter than what the track temperature is for sure, and the air temperature. You think the top 10 drivers from FP1 are now the same? I think pretty much the exact same drivers will be front row on Sunday. Hamilton wasn't there. Hulkenberg wasn't in the top 10 in FP1. It says improvements required from Hamilton. Yeah, I wonder what's going on with Hamilton. I'll have to listen to his interview afterwards, but he's definitely not happy. So, would I ever consider doing my own viewer races on AC? What do you mean on AC? What, Assetto Corsa? Thank you for the, by the way, guys, thank you for the subs coming in. Thank you, Jewel, for obviously those 5 gifted earlier. Much appreciated. But yeah, no, thank you everyone for tuning in and subbing as always. We're growing here. What was it, at 40.34 now? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, big thank you, guys. Are they adding that new driver calling system this race? Is it this race? I thought it was from the start of this season, wasn't it? Is it every race or is it not? So, like, would you host a race with your viewers for like 20 laps? Oh, yeah, it's something I wanted to do in iRacing for some time, Extreme. But unfortunately, I wouldn't do it on AC. I'd probably do it on iRacing. it's just time. As I've said before, this sim rig is now in her room, it's not my room anymore. So yeah, I don't get to do as much racing as I'd like to anymore. So your boyfriend was watching earlier whilst building Lego AMG 2 cars in one set. Lovely. Yeah, I'd like to have some Lego. Maybe when she's a bit older. Albon was a bit slow in a dangerous place and didn't get out of the way. It wasn't Albon, actually. It was Hamilton. Hamilton was in the way of Albon. So that's why it's being investigated. So Hamilton, I mean, will he be penalised for it? I don't know. It is a very tricky circuit. With these cars as large as they are, it is quite. We have seen some leniency here in the past. We have seen some leniency here for impeding situations at Saudi in the past. So. Should have kept Carlos. Any drive can adapt to another car. Others world champs have. Just excuses. I don't know. I mean, look, one of the reasons you took on Hamilton as well is because of the commercial element of it. The amount of money. I mean, there's very few things in F1 that would gain worldwide recognition and become a worldwide news story. Is Lewis Hamilton moving to Ferrari? I mean, that was on front page news of like newspapers and websites in the UK and across the world. So whether you like him or not, it makes sense from a business point of view to take Hamilton at Ferrari. Just from like how much money they're going to make from him. So FIA has a set threshold temperature, currently 31 degrees Celsius, at which a cooling system will be required to be fitted to all cars. Oh, interesting, Simon. I did hear talk of that being implemented here this weekend. Not this weekend, just this year in general. I didn't realise it was just specific conditions. I guess it makes sense for specific conditions because it's not needed in cooler track conditions, is it? So there's haters of every driver, unfortunately. That's why I don't spend too much time tweeting. Twitter is a place where it seems to be that you can't have a logical conversation with people, which is what we try to do here at the end of the day. We all have our fans, and we all have our biases. We all have drivers that we prefer over others, and some drivers we dislike. It's only natural as human beings, but as long as we keep it respectful, that's the reason why we've got obviously the mods here as well. If they deem something isn't respectful, then they'll keep it. You'll be timed out, and we want to keep it just as a reasonable conversation. So. Don't. Oh, and Tony, you don't agree. What's the point? Have all the money and Ferrari haven't won nothing in 20 years? Because these companies are run by accountants to a certain extent, Antonio. They see an opportunity to keep to bring in Lewis Hamilton. You're going to put a lot of zeros on the end of your accounts at the end of the year. So you can disagree whether you think it's the right driving decision or not, but from a business standpoint, I still think it's. Respectfully disagree. I think it is a correct decision. Driving standpoint, I can see reasons as to why you wouldn't think signing Lewis Hamilton at 40 years old is not reasonable. We've said it before. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that he's past his peak. No driver, no sportsman is at their peak at 40 years old. Like, they're just not. That's just biology. So. Hope Matt's comebacks this race will know after quali. Yeah. I mean, he looked good on his push laps earlier. He did look much better on his push laps. What will bode well for him is maybe that George Russell didn't look too good. And that potentially he is looking quicker than the Ferraris. That's always a bonus. Never rule out Antonelli, of course. But, do you know what? I think we may see a red flag in quali tomorrow, you know. I reckon we potentially could, because that's where drivers are going to be on the limit, aren't they? So, how dare I call you old? I didn't call anyone old. I just said not at their peak. What I was at my peak at 40 and still. Oh, double yellow down the start-finish straight. Why is that? Why is there a double yellow down the start-finish straight? Oh, what's happened here? This is very odd. What's occurring here is... Oh, Sonoda! Tsunoda, has he binned it? And there's a red flag. There's me talking about red flags. And Yuki Tsunoda out of the last corner, the very corner. Max Verstappen, the lap that never was, binned it. Yuki Tsunoda, who's actually been looking pretty decent here this week in the first session, and now has crashed in the last corner, turn 27. We saw Kimi Antonelli get away with one there. It's impacting both right tyres on the sidewall into the wall. Very fortunate to get away with it. And it seems Yuki Tsunoda is not. Let's see exactly what has happened. I bet it's a carbon copy of Kimi Antonelli and Max Verstappen in the past. Just throttle too early, bit of snap oversteer. Oh no, what has happened here? What has happened? He's in the wall, Taco is saying he's in the wall. All I can see on the TV coverage is a front wing. Oh no, Yuki, the whole right-hand side of the car is looking ruined. Ruined, Yuki Tsunoda. But how has that occurred? I tell you what, that's quite far back up the corner as well. That is no doubt probably going to take us to the end of this session. Of course, in practice sessions, the red flag, the timer does run down. He is quite some far back there, isn't he? I think he tagged the inside of the wall. It would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think the front left suspension is also broken inwards. So that would indicate he has indeed tagged the inside wall, and then it's just driven him straight. Obviously, he's got no turning as he's turning the steering wheel, and he's gone straight to the outside. Yuki is fine. Yep, Yuki is out of the car and fine. He's okay. Obviously looking dejected. But it's looking like a driver error for Yuki. I was saying these cars are the largest they've ever been, and we've seen it at a couple of tracks where the walls are very close, where drivers have just nicked the wall. We saw Colapinto do it, didn't we, last season in Vegas as well. Just like driver errors that you normally wouldn't see them make, but because these cars are so big and the visibility of the wheels, you can't see into apexes. Pretty tricky. He clipped the inside wall, Jimmy. Oh no, an exit right, stage right. That makes, oh yeah, I'm watching the replay now. So on his approach to the last corner. And turns in. Oh, it's so innocuous. It's so innocuous as well. Like, it just shows how fragile these suspension systems are on F1 cars, because it's like a skim of the wall. It's like a skim, and it's broken the front left, and he's just gone straight on. I mean, it's driver error, but that is so innocuous. That's a shame. That is a real shame. There we go. Oh, there you go. There you go. So yeah, I mean, will we see any more running? Probably not. It's okay. There you go. Take your fun. There we go. Yeah. Suspension clipped and locked up pretty good. So is this session representative? It is a Carno. Yeah, it is. But yeah, it was very medical car deployed. I think that's just to take him back to the pit lane, because he's technically not allowed to walk across the pit lane. So yeah, no, Yuki's fine. He's walking and everything. It was quite a low impact crash. He was already braking anyway and going like slow for the corner. But it's when you see it on the TV highlights, guys, or the YouTube highlights, it's so innocuous. It just shows how fragile these suspensions are. So, do we know what Max's lap that never was came in at, and what's the track record? I don't know. I think there is some sort of. I think he was like 3 temps up at the time, so I think there is a pretty good indication of what would potentially happen, but. Kick Sauber into points. Nico Hulkenberg up there. Don't suspect he'll stay there and get into Q3 tomorrow, but stranger things have happened. So, but it's driver error, but it just shows how big these cars are. Like if you've never raced a sim before, like the W13 and things like that on iRacing or any of like the mods, or even like the F1 game, actually, you can pretty much see from the cockpit view, like you can't see into the apexes. So Lando Norris, TV camera, he was right behind Yuki. he doesn't even see the initial impact of Yuki. He literally just sees, because he was round the corner, he just sees Yuki go straight on into the barrier and is like looking in his mirrors going, oh. Hey Johnny, all the way from the Philippines. Welcome, buddy. I actually get annoyed when I look at how big the cars are now. I know. But I'm surprised, to be honest, more crashes like that don't happen. 26 is going to make the racing so much better. The V10's probably coming back. Will also save F1. That's been put in the bin for the time being, the V10s. So Lewis needs to stop all the experiments. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's been doing, whether he's still been experimenting or not. We may see a different Lewis come out based upon the data maybe they've gathered today. Look, they could have been on completely different run plans today, Leclerc and Hamilton, trying different setups to try and utilise the data and find the best setup for them. But yeah, he's only got one more practice session tomorrow, so... NMH cars are way smaller than F1 cars. It's crazy to think, isn't it? It's crazy to think, so... Any upgrades on the Ferrari? Don't believe so. No, only the upgrades that they bought last weekend at Bahrain, so... What happened to Yuki's crash right now, Valentina? Well, it was really unfortunate for him. He basically just turned in too early into turn 27, the last corner. He's clipped the wall on the inside with his front left, and it's very innocuous. And it's broken the front left suspension, and obviously he can't turn the steering wheel. He's trying to turn it, and he just goes straight on into the barrier. So, yeah. Hate how the clock doesn't stop when red flag during practice. It is a bit of a pain, isn't it? So... I generally think that currently IndyCar and Formula E has better racing. A lot of it comes down to the car size. Oi! Why are you not? Why are you still making a fuss? No worries, Gabriel. Yeah, but this is it. I don't think the cars... Partly the cars are so quick that you can't go racing to an extent. But you need... Sometimes slower cars provide better racing. So... thank you, Johnny. She's getting very tired. Excuse me. Oh, dear. Bit sick. That's what that was. Change E before bed. But yeah, no, this is definitely not going to get the session going now. So, oh, track is clear. But there's 1 minute left. So, okay. So they've obviously cleared the car. Drivers will make their way round and they'll be able to make their start procedures. So Williams are looking okay this weekend. Yeah, Albon wasn't able to get his lap in, I don't think. So IndyCar not currently have better racing. Every race the drivers just save fuel. I mean, to be honest, I don't watch IndyCar, so I don't know too much about it. But I trust you, Andy. I trust you. She is teething, yeah. She's just wants attention right now. That's the thing. Like, when I stand up and hold her, she's fine. She's just... What is up with you, eh? Oh, you watch the FP2 from Bahrain quickly, and it's pretty much exact times. Leclerc was fourth now. Yeah, she's okay. She's healthy. She's just... As she's at that age where she's starting to get fussy of just sitting in one place, you know? She can't crawl yet. Just a little bit too soon for that. So, yeah, she wants to be able to see everything and be involved. So she likes it when I'm holding her and I'm walking around and stuff. So, NASCAR is boring, but when they go COTA, it's awesome. That's when they just abuse track limits, isn't it? So there we go, guys. That is it. That is it for this session. Of course, Yuki has hampered any kind of running at the end here with that crash into the barriers. Interestingly, Bortoleto didn't get any running, so I'm not entirely sure what happened with his car, which was a shame. But yes, Lando Norris, P1 there, fastest, stuck a bit of time on his teammate. That gives him a bit of the edge, maybe heading into qualifying tomorrow. Of course, this is the only really real representative session of the weekend, with it being in the evening, similar to how we had in Bahrain last week. Verstappen, could he potentially put those demons to bed in that Red Bull car? Of course, a lot of talk about his contract and whether he'll be at Red Bull come next season. A good lap from him. He'll take some positives from that. Charles Leclerc, improvements to be made by both Ferraris, considerably in Lewis's hands, down in 13th. Sainz looking strong, considering he missed this race last year, of course, with appendicitis. Ollie Behrman stepping in for him. Not too bad. Sonoda, we just mentioned, was having a good session, but unfortunately crashed in the last corner due to his own error. Russell, bit of time needed for him. And Gasly looking good as best of the rest in P... Well, actually, Sainz is best of the rest, isn't he, really, in P5. Hulkenberg sneaking there into P9. Albon P10. Antonelli 11th. Hadjar 12th. Hamilton 13th. We mentioned him already. Lawson 14th. Alonso 15th. Behrman 16th. Doohan 17th. Stroll 18th. Ocon 19th. And Bortoletto, yeah, we mentioned, wasn't able to actually get there. So... yeah, F1 should have injury time added for instance like just football. Oh, Bortoletto had a fuel leak and couldn't take part. Oh, that's a shame for him. I mean, he needs every lap he can get, really, being a rookie, especially as this is the only representative session. This is the one session you do not want to miss. So, what was the pole time from last year? 27.1. So we're still a second off of it. So, thank you, Crolito. Yeah, a bit different to what we've experienced the last few, the last couple of watch-alongs. But I'll be back to normal tomorrow. The missus will be back, and I'll be able to, yeah, my co-host will be taking a breather. But that's it, guys, really, for this Saudi practice. A few of the laps were compromised due to impeding and a couple of lockups here and there. So, yeah, I think tomorrow... qualifying, as always, is definitely one we want to tune into, especially at a track like this. It's going to be... who's going to be on pole position? Does seem like Lando, really, but don't ever... I think it's going to be a front row lockout of McLaren. I do, for once, I think we're finally going to see that. We've only seen it once this season thus far, which was Australia. But never know, someone else could put a spanner in the works. But yeah, there we go, guys. That is it. I'm going to go put little one down to sleep. And, yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow. I'll be setting the stream up, so check it out then. Thank you for all the subs, by the way. Much appreciated. Thank you for those gifted speed traps. I'm not going to look at speed traps right now, Desco, because I need to get this one sorted. So, yeah, thank you, guys. We'll see you for FP3 tomorrow and qualifying as well. Thank you, as always. Have a good rest of your night. Bye.